Hi everyone, this is Brad from Board Game Geek. I'm with Neil from Tin Man Games. We're going to talk a little bit about the game books they have coming this year. So I know you just released Starship Traveler. How's that been going so far?
Yeah, it's good. I actually haven't, because I've been here in Boston, we released it while I was flying over, so I haven't actually seen what's been going down. You know, it's hard to get the information when you're jumping between Wi-Fi signals everywhere. But apparently it's been going really well. We've had quite a good reception, and and it's been a really good fun book to do because it's blatant sci-fi, and it's based on Steve Jackson's book from the 80s. So it's kind of like it's very retro, and we kind of kept it very similar to the style of the original book. But we did brand new artwork, so it's the first Fighting Fantasy book that we've done where we haven't used any of the old artwork. We've got a brand new artist in, got some brand new illustrations done. So it's been really exciting.
What prompted the choice to do your own artwork this time around?
Well, there was a few issues with rights. You know, as is with these things. Lots of people have been involved with these things over the years, and things change. And so it was one of those situations where we really wanted to release it, and it was easier for me to just get somebody else in to do it. And I asked Steve Jackson whether he would mind, and he was fine with that. So.
And I know in the background here you're showing off Appointment with Fear. Can you tell us a little bit about that book and how it's kind of different than what you've done in the past?
Okay, so all our game books up to now have kind of been working off the same engine. So it's kind of like a traditional e-book with interactive links and dice rolling, bouncing around the screen, which is great. And we have a rabid following of fans that love that stuff, and it's really good. But I felt when we signed up the Fighting Fantasy license, especially with Steve Jackson's books, a lot of his books, he tried lots of different genres. And so he obviously did Appointment with Fear is comic, so it's about superheroes. It's set in Titan City in 1985. And so I thought, you know what, we need to do something a bit more dynamic with this. And so we've been toying with the idea of having like an interactive comic book for a while, getting away from walls of text and getting something a bit more visual. So we thought we'd make the text a lot more punchier, have some illustrations and stuff. And then we kind of thought, well, we want things to slide in like a comic book. We want it to be, feel more accessible for people that are into comic books, because that's what the subject matter is. So, I think fantasy books, people expect text and they expect kind of that denseness of detail, whereas a comic book thing, people need light, punchy, witty kind of visuals and writing. So it made sense, and it also timed really well with we've been developing a new engine that we're going to be bringing out a lot of our books in the future. So that engine entails delivering text a lot more flexible. So we can deliver text on screen in lots of different unusual ways. And so Appointment with Fear is the first of our titles using that new engine. So it's making use of displaying text in different ways.
So will this new engine also include different platforms apart from mobile, or are you still very mobile focused at this time?
So we are, but we've been on Desura for a while on PC and Mac, which has been okay with a few other books, but I think, reading a book on a monitor is kind of a bit odd. But however, something like this, very much visual and punchy, it lends itself a lot more to, desktop. So we've just gone on the Humble store with a lot of our game books. So, we're building relationships with obviously Humble. We'd like to sort of look at Steam and some other platforms like that. So I think our new engine will be a lot more visual from now on, and we'll be targeting a wider audience of player.
Will we see any sequels this year to any other books that you've put out? I know the Judge Dredd and Attack of a Clone and those sorts of things.
So our Game Book Adventures series, which was our original stalwart, we've put up we just released Sultans of Rima a couple of months ago. That was Game Book 9. So we've got Game Book 10, 11 and 12 in that series also coming out in the next sort of 12 months. And they'll follow the old way that we did things. Dredd is interesting because Dredd was originally going to be like our old game books. However, with this and with a license like Dredd, it kind of makes sense that we need to kind of take Dredd into this kind of new realm of play. So that will be coming out. It's actually already written. It's not been edited yet. We've got the artwork happening at the moment. So I would love to say that we'd have it out before the end of the year, but maybe early next year. We'll see how it goes.
Cool. Well, it all sounds really great. We look forward to more game books from you guys. This is really a great genre and something that really takes advantage of the mobile platform that we cover. So it's really great.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we love it.
Thank you so much.
Cool.